Hello all, this is Zimnala, here for another dungeon crawling adventure stream. We're doing another round in the dungeon with our built up crew. We're picking up right where we left off before. Now our Saris has joined Warlock as well now and is going to begin the climb to 38 to get the most out of their hit points. Our elf is working their way through Paladin. They are going to get one more level and then switch off to another guild that I haven't decided which one yet. But which I guess I should look and consider. Their next goal is going to be to get up to the point of having Warlock as well. Now the elf unfortunately only has a few options for things it can join. I could join Magi. I could join Explorer. Now I'm thinking that we'll get more out of Explorer, so I will pop over to Explorer and get them up that first notch. We'll have a backup Explorer to the Oni. But we'll probably get everyone in there sooner or later just to get some baseline observation ability in case everyone gets separated. So yeah, we're just like going through and sorting out what we want to do. And we are going to go over to our dwarf and see what they have going on. They are working their way through Warlock, and we are hopefully going to get to 38 this stream. That's the plan, but if I don't, it's okay. And our Oni Slasher still needs one more point of intelligence to join Explorer, so they're just going to keep working their way through Warrior until we sort that in. And that is how that plan is going to go. So yeah, that's where we're starting at, and from now, so we're gonna keep leveling up those magic guilds, getting our new spells in. Gonna get our party buffs going. Good stuff. Now, these are actually gonna be some quick little early runs. Because this is just gonna get the first couple levels for Warlock going. Starting off strong with a real quick bounty, huh? Oof.
Cool. Cool.
Now, there's a decent chance that that bounty isn't even for anything good, but you know, we got it for free, so we'll at least look at it. And that is us pinned already. Back down, we are good on that. In retrospect, I probably didn't need to buff everyone up because we weren't going to be doing a long enough run. So this time I'm going to wait on that because we are going to be back in town in no time. I'll wait until we're exploring a little deeper to worry about that, because we just don't need it.
Cool.
I don't know why that was so hard to open, but we did it.
Cool. Cool.
Because we don't have a particular goal for our elf, I'm actually going to move them back in the lineup. So, since they're all waiting for stats to really join what they need to join, which is Warlock. And even put them behind the Oni, because the Oni can level up whatever, it's fine. They don't need any to join any guilds for hit points. So them getting levels is my lowest priority at the moment. Now once everyone gets maximum hit points, I could start dabbling with who I want to actually be where and level up faster.
Bye-bye. Cool. Cool.
Or maybe I'll just forever cycle it around, I don't know yet. It probably doesn't matter too much.
Bye-bye.
Already pinned. That's cool. We can wander our way back. Take this second to look at those tomes we found, see if we get something good for someone. More might is good. I'm gonna give this to our magi so that we could actually cast some of their spells someday. Because they have absurdly high charisma requirements. Still not maxed our strength out yet, huh? And again, I'm just gonna get some quick levels on my Warlock, because otherwise we're just gonna find ourselves going deeper and then immediately having to turn around. So my runs are gonna be tailored to them for a while until they catch up. Because my goal is to get anyone that can actually get through Warlock about as fast as they can. So they can actually work on whichever guild they should really focus on.
Cool.
We're gonna run into our quest sooner or later, so gotta keep that in mind. Believe it's for a centipede. We have the whole right side to find one in, so it should not be a problem.
Cool. Cool.
We've already done our quest. Now what I did notice is that we already had a quest for a centipede. We had a centipede for that quest already in that area we were just at, so we can just go back there and go kill the slave driver and get that centipede along the way, so we can loop that into our next run in. And yeah, they already reached this anyway, so we can look at this. Just to make sure that I have the usage level correct. Yep, 22. Good stuff. I can switch to another guild and keep rolling. And now that I think about it, I might just go back to Sorcerer and just keep leveling that up, because that also is not at the same use level. Which, for reference, would be 28, I believe? No, 20, yep, 28. Yep, we can go all the way to 28 with that character. and that will match where the item use level of the paladin is. I like to match the item use levels for guilds if I can, because it lets me not have to hold on to as much stuff in my bank if I want to share. So getting them all past a certain threshold just feels nice to me. And honestly, in the long run, the sorcerer is going to be useful to everything we do. So that's 22 to use that helmet. So we're just going to use this one. Nice, it looks like we got ourselves another agility potion. That's gonna go right to our Ceres. See if we can't macap them out eventually. That will make opening chests easier, so we're gonna keep doing it. Now, I seem to remember having a quest or two for the redemption, so I'm gonna hold that extra. We're gonna take a look in a second. We did win that bounty, so let us see what our bounty board's got going on. It's just for a grin?
Cool.
Sure. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go put that away and see if I got any of the useful quests. There was one for this, I believe, that was worth looking at. Was there one for Gauntlets of Fumbling? Let's go take another peek. Look like one gave us we don't need that one. Don't need that one. This will give us an agility.
Cool.
Gloves of the Blackguard for that. Well, let us first see if we actually need that. Well, actually we do, so let's go look at those gloves. See if I got those kicking around. Yep, we do have those. It's fine, I'll put a grin away. Can always use a grin for a barbarian. Keep a couple extra kicking around. This just is an easy way to get a couple extra stat potions. Might as well do it if you can.
Cool.
giants. Let's raise our stats, see where we end up. Finally capped at 32. Now who do we want to be faster? I think we're gonna go right through the list. We're capped on strength at 32 as well. Good stuff. I'm gonna raise everyone's speed equally then, till everyone's maxed out. There's our centipedes. We got them in a different spot than we saved, so it doesn't even matter.
Cool. Cool.
That almost got us to the level. That's fantastic.
Cool.
Now once I get all the stats I need, I'll be less likely to open those life drain ones because... And the reason why I always switch to the dwarf port is they have a 90% resistance to draining, so it makes it much less likely that even if I trigger it, that it will hurt them. So, it's just a risk I'm taking to get more of the stat potions I need. Particularly since the dwarf is already all set with all their guilds, so even if they lose, like, say, a point of intelligence or whatever, it isn't really going to keep them from joining anything, and I can just get it back later with more stat.
Cool.
Sure, we can just go back to town and level up. It's fine. We got that quest done. We can gain a level in warrior. Clear our inventory of anything that we don't need. Then we can look into dipping down into 4 again now that the requirements are getting a little higher. That's a pretty rare item to get. Not very useful, but a little rare. I mean, it's not a bad item, it's just not especially amazing. I'll show you if you're curious. Hey, and I even got the cursed items I used for my trades back already. That's cool. Oh, insight, very nice. Not what we need for our giant, but that's good for the elf. The elf needs insight. So let's change that to good so it doesn't get used wrong. Cool. I'm also gonna see where I need to be to get a better weapon for them. I think it's 44 for like a sword, but maybe they can wear a better dagger than steel. Nope, not quite. Burning Blade is even higher, so I can't do that. Fair enough. These are very similar. Oh, this is a little lower. This could be an item to consider. One of the new ones. But yeah, we're gonna look at that electrocution staff. So the reason why I don't like this is because it doesn't let you use a shield with it. Now there's some classes that can't use shields, and then they are an interesting option. Like the magic users can't use most shields, but also thieves can't use most shields, so they start getting able to use some of the two-handed weapons. So we definitely can consider doing something with that. So yeah, if we got our thief up to 48, this would be a pretty good contender for a possible weapon. Considering it adds to our dexterity. But there's also some swords that do that too, and I'll go back and take a look at those. Like, I believe the Ravager is an option. Come on, show me it. Nope, actually I'm wrong. I'm sorry. So yeah, maybe Thief just does really want that other one. What was I thinking of? I think the Thief Sword has a bonus. Yep. So after that, the next upgrade would be that staff. You just want to keep raising up their dexterity as much as you can. Oh yeah, our stats are getting quite high, so we shouldn't have much trouble with being hit on 4 at least, and 5. Now the biggest thing that affects that is your stats. So as you start to max out your actual stats, your stat-based attack defense starts becoming substantial enough that you can just walk around with impunity. But until you can do that, you have to be a little bit more careful like we were. Like once we actually increase our attack and defense all the way up through stats, we can probably go down to like 6 or 7 without taking much damage either. I mean, we can already do it, that is true, but the main thing is that we take too much damage currently to heal it. We don't have the sustain to do it, and while I can burn, like, our health potions, I mean, health items, I'd rather not do it if I don't need to. But the main reason I haven't gone that deep is not because I mind burning my health items. It's because it takes much longer to get back to town, so until we can start using some of our movement options more regularly, or start needing to have such long runs that it justifies the longer trip, that is when I'll start doing it. This is just the kind of point of the game where you're just joining a bunch of new guilds and leveling up the lower level ones, so you do get past that point. You join all the guilds you want to, and then you'll find yourself having longer and longer runs. But you do have to like take this little bit at the beginning of each guild and go through the quick early levels. Now, a thing to notice is that these extinguish squares used to be so useful because they would actually extinguish poison and disease from you too. I kind of missed that being the case, but I mean, it was kind of broken. I won't lie.
Cool.
And the early builds of this game were a complete buggy mess, but I loved it still.
Bye-bye.
And this should put us at Pin, and then we can walk by our little butts back to town and sort that out. Good stuff. And this is the point where it catches up to start giving us hit points on the next level. Fantastic. Ooh, insights. That's what we want to see. I think 10 might be the point where we can actually upgrade our equipment to the next step up. We will take a look at it. Yep, I didn't have one of these. That's why I put it aside. Add that to our cursed item collection. Just see if there's anything new popping up in this. Nope, nothing new. Fair enough. That one's 26. 21 for the hats. 15 for this. Okay, think I could put these Bad Larrys on. We sure can. And now that it takes this much, we can start putting our buffs on, and that will serve us well. We can get our insight up with this. Looking good on that. So we're probably gonna head back down to 4. Just thinking for a second while I consider what we're going to do. Okay. Yep, that is definitely the plan. And we're just gonna go ham, clear out floors, and move on from there. And we will just naturally have to go deeper as we are just all settling into magic guilds.
Cool. Cool.
That takes care of this quadrant of the map. Cold beans. Okay, just wanted to take care of that square. Good stuff, already ready for that level. Good things, we're almost ready to level. There we go, we are pinned. Can't actually cast that, huh? Tragic. Don't get too excited about all these healing items. I will eventually just start hitting the mines over and over again, and those dwarves will beat us the heck up, and I'll just be healing up. So those dwarves are a great source of EXP once you can get down there consistently. Sure, that can be right there for you. I was deciding if I actually wanted to switch to a different character for it or not. Alright, good to use it though. Yeah, now that we need more experience, I'll just kill what's useful along the way and go deeper. Some of these enemies can't give us tomes anyway. But yes, we are essentially ready to go down to 5.
Cool. Cool.
Now I'm probably going to
Cool.
pin on the way to the dwarves, but I can still clear the way, and maybe next time after that I'll get there. It's a quality problem if it pins early, you know? This means you can get more out of it next time. Yeah, this is the floor where you start finding a lot more things like Ards, a being, which raise all your stats, and you also start finding potions of youth, which can reduce your age by a year in exchange for a con potion. But you also need a couple of those for an explorer quest, so you don't want to use every one you find. See, age hasn't really been a major problem because I've been a little frugal with it, but you start dying and regularly and getting dragged back, you'll find yourself getting pretty old pretty fast. So if you can, carry your friends back to town or find ways to resurrect them in the dungeon. There's a few options. You obviously can't help that if you're getting party wiped, but if you're getting party wiped, it usually means that you did something wrong. I guess we could dip into the mines, see how that goes. Might not be too bad. Our stats are getting pretty good. All those dex potions really raised up the attack defense of the Ceres, for instance.
Cool.
Same thing with our Oni. Their strength increases really pumped them up.
Cool.
Let's see how we do against these guys. Can we do okay?
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm actually gonna hold off on fighting the Lord because I'd have to use magic at this point, and I don't really want to do that currently. Because it would take a lot of rounds of combat. We take a lot of damage from the other enemies.
Cool.
Well, we basically cleared out the dwarven mines. That's not too shabby, and we got ourselves pinned, so we can head back to roll up. So yeah, we're gonna start having these deeper runs now that we need a little bit more XP. I've got several routes I've developed over the times I played through, so we'll be cycling through those. Oh, you only needed 119? Are you joking? That's funny. Now let's see what kind of hit points we got for our troubles. Yeah, see, that still got us like 11 hit points. It's absolutely worth getting these extra couple because it might mean the difference of another like 80 hit points for this character. It's so worth it. It does mean that unfortunately our poor little giant Oni is going to have a bit of a deficit for hit points, but their attack defense buff will still make them probably more tanky in the long run. Because hit points do cap out, whereas your attack defense is dependent a little bit on your guilds, but also more on your race. Some races just have a different cap based on their maximum stats. You just want to give all of these to one character? That's pretty funny. Okay, and that's this cleanup done. I think there was something better I could wear. I think I saw that. It was this thing. What is this? I didn't clear out that. Okay. Gonna put our dagger away for now. We could potentially be using this later. Don't need another one of these in our inventory. Okay. Now let's go in and reassess a few things. Namely, can I use a better amulet and ring? Let's see what we have as options again. This is 66. Nah, I can't do anything with that. I remember now. I had shimmering. Protect is really good, but we are not going to worry about that. Now this one has a different stat base than the other one. This is better than the other ones I had. Maybe I will gift this character with some of those. Oh, we can't use it? What do we need? More intelligence and wisdom? That's wild. Okay. Fair enough. Then I will gift this. Actually, no one else can use it yet, huh? Well, anyone with artisan. Okay. So maybe the bobbler? Yeah, the bobbler, I guess. We're bobbling our way into this. Someone's getting an upgrade, and it's fine. And take a peek at other stuff just to see if I can't toss something better on. Okay. Now I know I can't put this on yet. That's 44. We're getting there. 66. 44. Yeah. 31. We already have that on. The next one of these is a ways away. That's 66. What is the next step up? That's not what I need. 44. Okay. $66 is the next step on that. I guess this is an upgrade. We can do that. That's 52. Good to keep in mind. Cool beans. Some point we switched places. I don't remember doing that. Oh, that's right, because they only needed 100. That's right. Nothing too exciting.
Whoa!
This time we're gonna go the other way I didn't go. And when I go this way, I tend to go down to meet our friend, the Goblin King. So we are going to go do just that. This dagger is actually a quest item, so you do need to do it for a quest from Lord Garrick in town. It also has a hidden thing you do with it later as well, but I'm not going to spoil that for anyone else. Because, you can find context clues that do tell you about it. So if you explore the dungeon properly, you'll find out the use for it naturally.
Cool. Cool.
These are a rare mob, actually. They look just like a bunch of other demons, but they are totally something that you will find yourself having to get as a quest at some point. So, just pointing them out, because if you don't know what you're looking for, you may have trouble identifying whether you've killed it or not.
Cool.
Yep. So as you can see, we do take a fair bit of damage from these guys. It's actually the little wyverns that are the dangerous ones in that scenario. They do most of the damage you take. I'm gonna dip down into 7 just to see how that is. It's mostly the same enemies, believe it or not. Some new noticeable differences. So 6, 7, and 8 are not too dissimilar from each other in difficulty. But what I will say is that you start facing like some really nasty slimes in 8. And starting on 7, you have a chance at life drainers in the undead groups. So keep that in mind.
Cool.
These guys right here, these are Monse. They're not especially strong though, so if you have a full group like this that is kitted out, you're probably going to be able to kill them before they can do anything. But when you start getting down to 8 and 9, you start having some worse groups showing up. So just keep that in mind and you'll be okay. The penalty for going deeper is losing a bunch of stats, and that's part of why I play it pretty safe at this point, because I don't have an effective way to raise my drain resistance on all my characters at this moment. Like, I can't afford to cast a worthwhile one. I'm gonna get more from just wearing these cloaks. That's the easiest way to get drain resistance, is just wear cloaks. So you can either level up enough to the point where you can wear better cloaks, or you can level up magic user guilds and eventually do something better than any cloak, which is the long-term solution. But it has to be the guilds that learn it. Do seem to remember I can do this. Use up my couple of yeah, and wyverns start being natural in this area as well, so I guess that is worthy of noting. More demons. Good to see. Yeah, that kind of sucked, but we do have healing for a reason. Might as well sort that out.
Cool.
This is our Azure Giant Panda Badger once again, so we have met our friend once more and knocked him to the ground. Who would have gotten their skull?
Bye-bye.
Oh, did it repop? Oh no, actually we just didn't clear that way. That's fine. As you can see, if you take a route like that, you end up leveling it pretty effectively. That brings us back to town. Let's check out our loot. Level. Cool beans. Not quite a level, but we're almost there. You gained a level. And you did as well, finally. So we got a new cursed item for our list. There we go, more agility across the board. We're gonna start back where we did before. We're gonna start from 4 and probably clear our circle again. For a while, that's gonna be our main run as we do 4, we do 5 to the mines, and then we dip down into 6 and 7 for the final run and just wander around till we do that. After which, the dungeon will usually repopulate.
Cool.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Whoa!
Guess we just start clearing down here.
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm.
This is the little place you can't get into without teleporting into with a spell, so it's the only reason I haven't mapped that little area out is because I just never thought about it anytime I had the spell. I'll probably map it out one of these times.
Hmm. Hmm.
The reason why my map was so filled out is because I had a decently leveled squad with an explorer, and I was going through the levels one by one and actually filling it out. Just hadn't gotten that far when I decided to do this new playthrough
Hmm.
showcase stuff, and this team will just get to it as we go along, so it's fine.
Hmm. Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm.
And just like that, we've looped all the way around.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Sure, we'll gain a little bit of experience and level up with them as well.
Hmm.
Cool beans. Oh good, I see some insight already. That one's only 7, but that's fine. So we have reached the level 32 assigned quest for Warlock. So I will read this one out as I have the past ones, and we will see how it goes. You have been assigned the required level 32 quest for this guild. Olnock approaches you as mysterious as ever. As a warlock, you must be very resourceful, depending on which task is at hand, even if you require the use of abilities that your magic does not fulfill. While we do not condone or teach the magic of binding and slavery, we require our members to find external items to accomplish the task of returning a creature as a test. This creature is a pandron. Find one, bind it, and return it here for your reward. He then walks away. You must return with one pandron as a companion. Now, in an earlier stream, I did actually have 2 pandrons join my party, and I returned to town and sold them to the confinement. So they will be joining us temporarily when it's time to level up and going off with this lovely friend of ours to whatever new life that they have for themselves. I'm sure it'll be amazing. It definitely will not be Pandron's Jakes. It looks like it really wants us to max out our agility for everyone as quickly as possible. I will certainly not argue with it. And that brings us ever closer to Warlock. We only need 2 more of that and 1 more intelligence. And they will be golden. We can add draining into the mix now. Let's just take a look to see what that percentage is. 32%. It's pretty low, but it's better than nothing. So that will raise up as we raise our levels, but it's a pretty cheap spell for them now, so we might as well cast the ones we can that we don't have resistance. 'Cause you never know. We're going down to the level where we could get drained by a Monse, and that would be unfortunate.
Cool.
We're kind of getting to the point where we're a little too efficient at killing and we're just clearing everything, but you know, we have a lot of floors to go through, so it's not like it'll be that difficult
Cool.
to find something to kill in this dungeon. I believe this means that the dwarves are back on the menu.
Cool. 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 Cool.
Yeah, in case anyone was wondering, I know if a chest is left because it will just say victory and won't actually tell you got anything like gold. So if you ever see that message, it means that you have to go and find the treasure chest in the room. Meanwhile, if a thief ran away with the treasure chest and took all the money, it'll say something different. It'll say you found nothing. But if it just says victory, it means that there's a treasure chest hiding in the room and you go find it. I guess only if you want the stuff, so I guess you can make that distinction. You might not care.
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Oh wow, is that... How much did you cast? Damn, that is a lot of damage on a giant. I guess they don't have any resistance to that, but acid can be wild. Did it really hit them for 150 plus on a single spit? Dang it, that's nuts. I'm not even considering adding acid in yet as a spell because it's too expensive. It is probably the next one in the list, though.
Cool.
Hmm. Hmm.
Cool. Cool.
Hmm.
I am going going to look at my magic and see what we have that could damage them. So I think what we have is this. Which one can I cast for a few rounds? So I don't often utilize it, but I'm gonna try the pause feature just to see if I can't set up a battle strategy. So dwarves are not resistant to electricity, I believe. I can actually check that, I think. So I am going to try using an electric attack. There we go. We got the Dwarven Lord. We had to use magic for it, but I mean, it is an accomplishment. He is actually immune to the current level of weaponry we have, if you're wondering why I had to do it that way. So what I did, if you aren't sure of what I did, is I paused it and queued up people's spells for when we initiated combat. So they would actually attack with magic instead of trying to fight with their swords. So do it one by one, and then you initiate combat. And then when you unpause it, it tries to do whatever you set for everyone. There's another way to do it that is more complex, that involves right-clicking on each of your characters and setting what you want their automatic battle thing to be if you don't want it to be fight. Because the default is just swing your weapon and fight. But I don't usually mess with the automatic one because fighting is still usually better in most scenarios. If it becomes a case where there's a dangerous enemy that I need to use magic on, I tend to highlight a character who can cast a strong enough magic spell to kill it. And then use them, because you can just like use magic at the beginning of combat with whichever character you have highlighted. And we got another potion of youth. I'm gonna save up some of these for each class so that when they level artisan again, they will be able to use it for that. Although I think it's actually explorer that wants it, so it's an explorer quest now that I think about it. Got the 19 quest. Gotta get that sacred scroll of wizardry. Now if only I had thought about this and saved it up. Oof. That would be absolutely wild. I think that is the one I need. Cool beans. There we go.
Cool.
Let's get that Pandron in our party. Do, 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 do. Olnock's aides take the creature away, and he quickly produces an Art of Being, which he hands to you. Excellent work. I am impressed with your abilities. This is something we can use immediately to good effect. Do I want to give it to them? I think I need to save it for the elf because the elf needs 2 of the stats it has, and honestly, it might actually be the case that I have a potion or tome of intelligence hiding in one of our inventories. I haven't sorted through it yet. Well, let's go through and see what we have. There we go. That's exactly what they needed. Let's sort out what stats we're getting from items. So 4 of her stats just went up at once. That's a good boost up. Can join Explorer now, I believe. Now we wanted to do this for a while, so we're going to get in there. We're going to level up to at least the 24 mark or 26 mark, whichever one it is for that usage level, and then we will switch back in. Put that away. Put some of our fancy stuff away for a hot minute and substitute out the few things I can. Right, and to allow some of the dungeon to repopulate properly, I'm gonna actually go and get the first bunch of levels with this character. This will take almost no time at all. Another thing this will allow me to do if I level him up with that is it'll allow me to move those movement skills that I was using from the Bobbler onto the Ogre, who doesn't have another usage for his MP. So
Cool.
that will actually be a good help to that MP pool to use for something else, like maybe more resist or maybe healing, you know?
Cool.
Now we are officially just one Tome of Insight or Potion of Insight away from getting Warlock on our elf friend.
Cool. Cool.
We're already pinned. Okay. Now looking at my different characters, like the closest is my thief at 37 perception, but this level 5 explorer is already 50% higher than that almost. Not quite, but it's close. So like almost from the very first thing, they're better than every other one is by a country mile. It's absolutely wild. Oh, nice. Just tossing learning in here, huh? So I'm gonna start maxing out our spellcasters' actual MP pools so they can get more out of it now that I don't need any particular thing with oh great, perfect. Oh, that's gonna go right to that. You're going to the dwarf. And as much as I want to go for more sorcerer right now, we're gonna start that journey for her as well. The sooner we get everyone through that journey, the better everything gets. So. So now we have 2 party members who are at relatively low EXP requirements, so that's going to be interesting. But not problematic. We can sort this out as we go. This does mean we're going to go need to get that Scroll of Mage Warlock again pretty quick. So. One thing we are do is we're going to start digging our way there. We're going to get pinned along the way, go back and...
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Cute. That's right, it actually is through here.
Cool.
Oh, well that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, here's what we do. Since everyone is really high agility, I am going to actually just run this character. I'm going to go through, I'm going to go and get that scroll. This won't take very long. Maybe we'll meet one of our party members along the way and not have to go looking for them. But in the far more likely chance that we don't end up finding them, we will just pick them from the menu and walk them out of the dungeon. But this clearing out first will actually make it so they have to encounter less enemies anyway, so it's fine.
Cool. Cool.
Looks like it never properly repopulated anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Cool. Cool.
I don't remember where this takes me, but is it... Oh, okay. This is actually a teleporter that is fixed, I believe, so... Couldn't remember where it would send me, so... Good to know. And we've come so far in just a handful of playing time episodes. So we used to get punked on this with just the bobbler. Alright, let's go start pulling them back in. This should not take too much trouble. Oh, you were over here, huh? Honestly, it might be faster to take that little teleport thing. See if I'm right. Nope, actually it's random. Okay. Well, it's still faster, so I guess I wasn't totally wrong. But that's the only way you have to figure out if teleporters are random, is you just keep going in them. It either goes to a fixed location on any floor, or it goes to a random location on the same floor. Well, that was a minor nuisance, but we got everyone together, so... Could order them back up the way we want them. So, you and you. There we go. Of course, more learning. Why not? So, I might start giving them the extra ones actually to our giant for a particular reason. I do believe that some of the better movement spells have higher requirements. Specifically, this one requires 18 intelligence and 16 wisdom. So that's one of the better early movement spells. So it's worth leveling up for. So yeah, about 18 in every character is still what you need to actually cast most of the movement spells. So after you get your base requirements for your guilds is when you start going in and solving your requirements for spell casting. We got the scroll we needed. That was a couple-minute journey to 2. That went a little longer than I had anticipated originally, but it's not like it's a problem. Doesn't look like I'm gonna reach 38 with the bobbler though this episode. It's gonna be next one. But what is good news is Warlock is being worked on by all of the guilds, all the characters that can be now, so we'll be chewing our way through Warlock and moving on to more interesting classes. And as soon as we do that, we'll actually be diving much deeper into this dungeon than now. So much deeper. We're actually on the verge of being able to go all the way down to like 7, 8, 9.
Cool.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm. Hmm.
Cool. Cool.
If they want us to pop up and kill a zombie, we can make that work. It's 26, but we can wear this one now. That wants 10. Okay. More agility for our friends. This will still be a pretty short run, so I'm not going to cast the full shebang, but just being able to float's pretty useful. Well, that was not very helpful. Oh well.
Cool. 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 Cool.
Bye-bye.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
There we go. We got 2 pinned characters and another one with a level. We'll take that back to town.
Let's do this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Help me.
Now I have to go kill our amazing centipede. I'm sure we can manage that somehow. Alright, we have to go kill a zombie, huh? Alright, let's go take care of that challenge. Look at that. What a challenge that was.
Hmm.
So we have a level 8 quest to oh, what is it for? You need to return an iron dagger. Okay. Think we can make that dream come true. Alright, let's sort this out. Let's look at what the bounty board has going on. Ah, just some gold. Okay.
Cool.
Yep, everyone's actually maxed out. Good stuff. I thought I had one that needed it, but that's fine too. There we go. Another kick up in stats.
Bye-bye.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Cool.
Hmm.
Let's do this.
Cool. 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 Cool.
So I'm gonna actually put the bobbler up front. We are gonna just duck in and get this tiny bit of experience sorted pronto.
Hmm. Hmm.
There we go. Is that the order we wanted in? I'll probably switch that around a little bit. There we go. once more into the fray we go.
Bye-bye. Whoa!
Hmm.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're sturdy enough to actually do that same thing with the Dwarven Lord again, but we can probably squeak our way past this harder fight right here. Let's get that.
Hmm.
Yep, we did it. Still risky, but you know, it wasn't the biggest risk. Hmm.
Cool. Cool.
There we go. That's 3 characters pinned. I thought we could get pretty close. We did. Oh, good. We got a couple of stat things, but one of them was just a Tome of Lies. Don't need to even look at it too much. But more insight's good. That's gonna go right in here so they can cast more of the movement spells. I'm gonna make sure everyone's got one of these set in case I do end up needing it. If you don't have one set, you don't go anywhere when you use a mystic crystal. Crystal mysticism, I mean. We good, we good, we good. Okay. Can change my equipment up slightly, I think. That's on, that's on. Think we can actually get to that slightly better boots as well. No? Oh, that's right, it's a little higher. Ooh. We're almost there. Okay. Guess I got excited a little too fast for that. That's fine. I think we can wear a cap of defense though. Yep, sure can. Good. Can take a end of stream look in here, check to see if anything new popped in. What are you? Gonna actually buy that one. If it is a Daylane's tier, that would be actually pretty good. If it's just a cursed item, it might not be as good. It doesn't look like a cursed item, it might just be the tier.
Cool.
We will, or it might just be a smile, but we'll see.
Cool.
So I'm gonna scroll through, look for artifacts, and if it's along that line, I might get it. Well, I did see that there was a bounty for a Daylene's tier, but it unfortunately didn't look like an easy one for me to complete currently, so I'm gonna go back and look. Yeah, returning a Death Hawk would be pretty unlikely. They'd have to join me willingly. So, I do consider that a little unlikely. What I guess I could do is see if I had actually caught one with my other group. I guess that is technically possible. Death Hawk, huh? Yeah, I didn't think so. Unless it's in a different section, but we'll keep scrolling. Yep, it sure wasn't. Let's see, are you both smiles? No, you're grins. Okay, don't need those so much. Okay. Someday, if we end up rich enough, we can go through and buy out that stupid list and just clear it of the absolute nonsense in it. But yes, this has been a pretty good stream. We got everyone all situated into most of their final guilds, and everyone can join every guild that they need to. So, we finally don't have to look specifically for tomes, but some characters can still use some stats. So we're gonna still be a little excited when that happens. But yes, you guys have a lovely day. I will catch you guys next time.